Any advice for the Vikings, Governor? You won't be around, but they'll be back.
Well, I think that issue understandably got sidelined by the unallotment decision, Eric, and the resulting fallout from that. And again, the Vikings are a very important asset to Minnesota. We cannot and should not lose the Vikings, but the details of how you put that together are important. And as I said, at least for me, I wasn't going to raise state taxes to spend on that. But if somebody had a creative idea, we would consider it. One thing, though, as you sequence that discussion, one piece of advice I'd give to Senator Bach, who was also the Vikings stadium champion and various other things he grabs onto, you have to have a local partner. You know, so for the Vikings or anyone else to say we have these ideas that just float around, I mean, it starts with, do you have one or more local entities who are willing to serve as the host for the facility and to share in the financing of it? That's not the only thing. And to this day, they still don't have a local partner identified. They don't have a relationship in that regard firmed up. And that makes the rest of it difficult because you don't have the basic building block in place of how the rest of it might be put together.
Last question here.
Under some circumstance, all of those pieces were to come together and there was an urgency factor on the part of the Vikings, would you consider calling a special session?
Oh, I think the Vikings issue is going to have to wait now till next year, Bill. And again, they're not going to stay in the Metrodome. They made it clear they're not going to stay in the Metrodome. The issue is going to have to be brought to a head and resolved, but it is an issue that will be dealt with in the next legislative session.
Well,